Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, my name is Raven and welcome back to my channel. Now, today's video is a massive I told you so to all those people who are calling me some very rude and nasty names on the internet. You hurt my feelings. But of course, on my channel, I always like to give you the reasoning behind certain things, and I know why the Knights have won the third season now and not at the end in a tiebreaker and all that sort of stuff like has happened in the previous seasons. And Ubisoft were very, very smart for doing what they did with this, and I'll get into that in a minute. But first of all, I want to say congratulations to the Knights for winning the round robin gift basket, faction war. Hopefully we're gonna get some pretty damn cool ornaments instead of just, one ornament like the poor samurais got. I still feel really fucking bad about that, and I hate Ubisoft for doing that. They should have given out way more ornaments just like the Vikings got. They got lazy, but they have said they're gonna be rectifying that mistake that they did with the samurai, so we shall see. And a side note, I still see, which is very fucking sad in my eyes, people out there on Reddit and so on and so forth, a very small minority who still think it isn't rigged. How many times does someone have to punch you in the goddamn face before you realize you're being punched in the face? It seriously blows my mind how people can be so goddamn blind and stupid when it comes to massive corporations and the shit they will do in order to get people to continue to play their game. But for those of you who are new and you're not following the whole faction war thing, let me explain to you why it's rigged. Now, I said this in my previous video which I put out, which was basically that the faction war was rigged. I gave proof and everything, people still denied it, and they called me lots of nasty names. Now, the way that Ubisoft is putting out brand new heroes is they put out 2 brand new heroes every new season. Now, that is an issue, okay, because there are 3 factions, so obviously one faction is going to get left out every single time. Now, if I was in charge, oh well, who cares? Everyone's going to miss out eventually because everyone's going to miss out at some point, so it doesn't really matter. But to Ubisoft, for some reason, it mattered, and they wanted to give the people who weren't winning something so that way they're happy, and the people who are getting the brand new heroes are happy, and it actually works pretty goddamn well until everyone found out about it and caught on to the bullshit. Now, in the first season, the Vikings won because the Knights were getting a hero, i.e. Centurion, in Season 2, and of course the Samurai were getting a hero, Shinobi, in Season 2. This way, the Vikings got a whole bunch of ornaments, so they were pretty happy, and they weren't so bad that they weren't getting anything in the next season, and of course the Samurai and the Knights were happy because they were getting brand new heroes. Then in the next season, the Samurai won because of course they weren't getting a brand new hero. The Knights were getting Gladiator, and the Vikings were getting Highlander this time. So in theory, Samurai were supposed to be super happy because they got their ornaments. Notice I said ornaments? Nah, they only got 1 because they changed the system and fucked up, the idiots. But in theory, it was supposed to work the exact same as the first season, okay? So the Samurai get ornaments, they're happy, and then the Knights get a new hero, the Vikings now get a new hero. They don't care that they lost a faction war. And me and a whole bunch of other people right then and there predicted that, the Knights were going to win this season because of the pattern. When there's a clear fucking pattern in front of you, you can kind of tell what's going on. Even though it's still pretty goddamn hard for some people to see what's right in front of them, for most of us, we can put 2 and 2 together. And it does line up and make perfect sense. The Knights are not getting a hero next season, okay? It's going to be a hero for the Samurai, and it's going to be a hero for the Vikings. So let the Knights win this one. They win, they get their ornaments just like the other 2 seasons, okay? They get their ornaments, they're happy, and then the Samurai get a brand new hero, the Vikings get a brand new hero, everyone's happy. Now, to the people who still think it isn't rigged, you're telling me that it's a pure coincidence that 3 fucking seasons in a row, the person who's not going to be getting brand new heroes magically wins the faction war 3 times in a row, 3 seasons, in a system that's supposed to be completely random and determined by the actual players and, them placing war assets and tug of war back and forth, yet every single season, the faction that wasn't getting heroes won. And you're telling me that is nothing but coincidence. Now, of course, in the previous Warriors Dens, Ubisoft have tried to play this off, okay? They went the wrong way about it. They tried to laugh it off. They tried to say, oh, people think it's rigged, conspiracy theories, tinfoil hats, everybody. Look how crazy all these people are for looking at what's going on in front of us and saying, hey, what the fuck's up with this? And then, of course, all those people who refused to believe it, they jumped onto the, tinfoil hat conspiracy, because every single thing's a conspiracy, apparently. As soon as you point out something that seems completely feasible, especially given the evidence right in front of you, all of a sudden it's a conspiracy theory. But Ubisoft tried to play it off, they tried to laugh it off, and it didn't work because we all knew what the fuck was going on. But I will give them props because they are very, very smart in making the Knights win this round and not in the last round. They could have done it again, they could have played up to last season, made the, the Samurai win that one and then have a tiebreaker between the Samurai and the Knights again, but they chose not to, and that's a very good decision in my eyes because it's the same thing I would have done. If they make the Knights win now, okay, all of these videos that I'm going to be making and all the, Knights win, rigged, all that sort of stuff where we're pointing it out, all that happens now, okay? There's still 14 days or so before the end of the next round, and then they have the off season, which is a couple of weeks. So by making the Knights win now, it gives a cooldown period where everyone can sort of just cool the fuck down, get everything off their chest about it being rigged, which we all know about now. And then when the next season launches, okay, all the focus is going to be on the brand new heroes. It's not going to be about, you know, the rigged faction war or anything like that, because people have had time to cool down. So that way they'll just look at it and they'll go, okay, we've had our rant, and then there'll be a week or two where no one really cares anymore. And then of course the new heroes are going to come out and everyone's going to be like, brand new heroes, and all the focus is going to be there. And I praise Ubisoft for that, because that's a very, very smart move and something I would have done. Now I have to be completely honest with you guys, I don't care about the actual faction war. People seem to think just because I'm happy the Knights are winning and I'm talking about it being rigged and stuff, I'm talking about the system being flawed and the system being rigged. I don't care about the minigame. Minigame's fucking nothing. Until we get an actual faction war game mode, okay? So like, you know, 2v2v2 where you can only play for your faction and then all the rewards you get for your faction go to the faction war. That's the way I would have done it to begin with. So that way the faction war actually matters. Until we get something like that, I'm not going to give a shit about the faction war, okay? I never have and I never will. Especially when the thing is rigged, I'm definitely not going to give a shit then. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to call out the fact that it is rigged. And my advice to Ubisoft for the future, if you really want people to give a shit about the faction war, like I said, make a faction war game mode, 2v2v2, or make it 3v3v3, or even 1v1v1. Either way, just make it so when you pick your faction at the start of season, you're locked into that faction, and then have a faction war game mode where it actually matters. Your faction matters, instead of just anyone can go anywhere, nothing really matters, and at the end you get some ornaments, whoop-de-doo. And if you had a faction war mode, it would give you an opportunity to actually give people really cool items and stuff as well, like new cosmetics specific to their faction as they're playing through the seasons. It really is a foolproof idea, and I have no idea why you haven't fucking done it. But as far as the future of the faction war is concerned, no one's going to give a shit about the next season, okay? At that point, everyone's just looking for the defensive meta patch, and we're looking for dedicated servers, and then seeing whether the game is going to continue into next year and what it's going to look like in terms of brand new heroes, brand new content, and so on and so forth. And I think Ubisoft currently just wants to get this whole faction war thing over and done with, let the Knights win here, that way they have that cooling period, because the next season is going to be a goddamn big one, and they are bringing out a whole lot of things that could go very, very wrong for them, or it could completely fix the game, okay? Like I said, defensive meta patch, dedicated servers, brand new tribute game mode. There are a whole lot of things in the next season that are going to change, and they're pretty damn big things. And that's where Ubisoft is going to be putting all their attention and focus, not the faction war and, you know, all this other bullshit. So I just wanted to put out this video half saying I told you so, and the half saying congratulations to the Knights for winning the loot pinata. We did it, guys. We won the rigged thing. Yay. Now to see what rewards we get and whether we're going to get one like the samurai did and get shafted, or if we're going to get multiple rewards. In either case, that still means the samurai got shafted, which in my eyes is pretty goddamn fucking stupid. But that is all I have for this video, and that is all I have for this rant. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the fact that the faction war is now 100% rigged and we all can see it? And if you still don't think it's rigged, please, for the love of God, down below, try and let me know why with some goddamn reason. Don't just comment with a whole bunch of name calling and calling me stupid, all that crap, okay? Actually give me a reason why you think it's not rigged, and then we will have a discussion and we'll see if we can, you know, get to a middle ground of some sort. And please share this video around, it helps me out a fuck ton. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys. If I bleed